How's it going, everyone? It's PixxelTrixx. Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. It's been ages since we played the first game on this channel. I'll be leaving a link to that playlist in the description in case you want a refresher. This is a direct sequel to that game, released 3 years after the first on the PS2 on November 13th, 2001. The version I am playing is the re-release, the Masters Collection, playing the PS5. It's available on all platforms in case you want to check it out for yourself, which I highly suggest doing. These games are something else. There's nothing quite like the Metal Gear Solid franchise. This is going to be a perfect stealth playthrough. We're playing on normal. Much like my first Metal Gear Solid playthrough, we're not going to be seen by common enemies. Obviously, bosses will see us because there's no avoiding it. And with that, let's go ahead and get this started. Metal Gear Solid 2.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
My man's got a voice like butter. I'm not going to be talking a lot during these cutscenes. I do want to take a second to gush about how this game looks. It's a fantastic port. You know, like, people often compare the PS2 to, like, modern games that look wonky. It's like, oh, it looks like a PS2 games. But, like, dude, look at this shit. Like, the upgrade from Metal Gear Solid 1 to 2, you don't get shit like that nowadays. And this game is, like, man, this game has a lot to say. It's really funny how nowadays so much of what this game predicted actually became true. I don't want to say too much. We'll see as we go along here. But yeah, get your popcorn. Get something to snack on. We're gonna be here for a while. This game has a lot of cutscenes, a lot of codec calls, a lot of optional codec calls. I'm gonna be showing a few optional ones that I find funny, or you know, like cool little Easter eggs or what have you. My man walking in the rain. Yeah, look at this. Doesn't this look great? Gonna catch a cold, man. You actually can catch a cold in this game if you wait outside for long enough. There's a bunch of like really cool stuff like that. My dude got the stealth camouflage. Look at him go. I would not be able to do this shit, by the way. I am like so dreadfully afraid of heights. It looks fun. It does look fun, but I don't think I could like bring myself to jump off a bridge. Snake is just a savage like that, man.
Boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquillizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake! Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
There are multiple ways we can go about doing this. We have multiple doors and stuff. There are different guards like patrolling this area. This is where the game really opens up, gives you a lot of choices here. Gives you a chance to have fun, do whatever you so wish. This is an M9 tranquillizer gun. It has a built-in suppressor. This will definitely be your best friend throughout the game. It isn't until Metal Gear Solid 3 where suppressors actually get worn out, so you can use this as much as you like. I picked up some drugs right there that'll make it so when we're aiming down our sight, we'll have a little more steady of a hand. We can actually shoot the guards a radio like so. Now they won't be able to call for backup or anything along those lines. Now that they're knocked out, we could actually throw them off the boats if we so wish, just like they did to the Marines in the cutscene. But I play non-lethal, it's just how I play the Metal Gear Solid games. But they are terrorists, so if you want to go down that route, don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, if someone's dead or unconscious or asleep, you can move them around and they'll drop an item like a ration, some ammo, bandages, stuff like that. Right here, I'll be able to show off the hold-up mechanic.
Freeze.
Alright, so if we aim this at their head, they'll freak out and give us a dog tag. Dog tags are an optional collectible. I believe they're named after people that actually worked on this game, which is pretty cool. There are a whole bunch of dog tags in this game throughout multiple difficulties, so it actually gives you incentive to play on very easy or hard because there are multiple dog tags. The more you collect, the more like stuff that you unlock in this game. So yeah, it becomes a very replayable, like kind of like sandbox game in a way. It's very fun. I'm not going to be focusing too much on dog tags in this playthrough. It's more on you know, just for the story and what have you. But I do want to show off some really cool stuff. You know, show off some Easter eggs and like fun things here and there. Alright, so we got a camera here, much like Metal Gear Solid 1. We can throw a chaff grenade and that will disrupt the camera. We can also hug the wall and just kind of like move along the corners like so. And the camera won't see us. But yeah, this is just kind of an example of like the game has multiple ways you can go about like doing objectives. And that's what makes it so much fun. Let's go ahead and knock this guy out. This is how I like to do this bit. Knock him out. Go over here. And this is where we can pick up our first box. Yes, sir. The orange box. I just want to show off you can break these by shooting them. Don't they look like really good? I know they're really low poly, but something about them looks really like they look tasty, right? I'm not even like a fan of pumpkin. I believe those are pumpkin, right? Alright, this guy coming in here. Try to get a little shut eye, you know? Let's help him with that. Some more M9 bullets here. We only got one more person here we gotta deal with. Do that to kind of have him move forward a bit. Gonna go ahead and throw a chaff grenade because we've got another camera in here. But before we head on, there's a ration over here. And I just want to show off you can actually shoot these. Look how satisfying this is. This one's nice. Wait until we get the SOCOM. That's when it's like, oh my god. Yeah, these have different frequencies. Like they make different sounds, which is a lot of fun. They definitely give you enough time to... Oh, yeah, you also have that roll you can do right there. This dash attack from Smash Brothers. Sorry.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Goddamn.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot?
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Pop those drugs. Got 5 of them. Oof. Alright. Alright, first thing we're going to do is shoot this light. I'm gonna shoot this tarp
I've been
too.
with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my
Gonna want to be
family.
continuously moving against
We
Olga
share
here.
everything.
Keep her mixed up.
I have no one. Nothing except the unit.
Shut up, Olga.
Nothing else matters to me.
Wonderful. Got her. Nice headshot.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Yeah, okay, so she'll blind you with that light if you don't take it out, and then she'll hide behind the tarp if you don't take that out. Essentially, you just want to go back and forth, pump her full of trinks. That's your ability. You need to aim for her knees as well. Pick up this ammo. Yeah, knees, the heart, and the head. The heart will also be very effective, as you would imagine. Wonderful. Got her in the ankle there. That looked nasty. Really good fight.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
If you move her like so, you can actually get her dog tag. Olga Gerlukovich. Gerlukovich. It's a fun name to say. Woo! And she'll also give us some M9 bullets. This is a fun little optional thing here.
She's not dead, is she?
No, just knocked out.
Good.
Looks like a little angel, doesn't she?
What's gotten into you?
Nothing.
Sleeping Beauty may have been awakened by Prince Charming's kiss, but you better not try it here.
I'm with you. Besides, I've had enough of tomboys.
Yeah, as you can hear, there's actually trouble in paradise with him and Meryl. Alright, so if we go all the way up there, there's actually thermal goggles, and they are somewhat useful for certain situations. I'm not going to be getting them because I don't really need them. I'll explain more later. Uh-oh. Cut his hand. See, it's sticking out right there. See that? Isn't that cool? If we go over here, we can get the wet box. Also, we shoot this out. Just because. If we actually stay in the rain for long enough, Snake will develop a cold, and he'll randomly sneeze, and it can alert like the guards and stuff, which is such an unnecessary theme, but I kind of love it. There's our box here. We also got some USP bullets for a new gun that we have. This will actually kill people. Let's go ahead and do our first save here. Show that off.
Do you want to save, Snake? Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Three Musketeers, Super Bomb Candy Bar, probably my favorite. I like Twix too. Butterfinger is really good, but it's kind of a bitch to eat. Gonna mess with my teeth. Headshot this guy right here, wait for the camera, and run right past. You may have noticed my game time was 8 minutes. It actually does count the cutscenes. I skipped the cutscenes, and pretty much that's how long it took for me to replay this section. I ran into a bit of trouble. I am going to be trying to show off the game with perfect stealth, but, you know, I'm not, like, amazing at this game, so if I run into some issues, I'm going to do my best to edit around it. But yeah, we can shoot the camera like that. Now the guards will notice eventually if the camera is shot out, and they'll send people to check on it. But by the time they do, it'll be long gone, so we don't even have to worry about it. It's like one of my favorite things to do is shooting at the camera. Something about it, man. I don't know what it is. You're like so goofy in the box, bro. Oh my god. We'd actually go first person too, which is pretty funny. I love using the box. It's very satisfying.
Freeze.
Let's get that tag. We can actually like store this guy in the locker. Let's go ahead and show that off. Where'd that tag go, by the way? Did I pick that up, or did she go flying, or what? There it is. I got it. I didn't see the name, but I got it. Got another ration here.
Freeze.
Run you schneis. Go Daniel. Alright, so certain enemies will be a lot tougher, and they won't just give out your name tag easily, so you're gonna have to be a little more persuasive for them. Such as this guy right here.
Freeze.
What are you?
Give him a little motivation.
What are you?
Nice. Alright, so that guy actually has like a raw ration, so if you steal his ration, the slides will follow you. Which is pretty funny. This room has a lot of cool things in it here that I want to show off. You shoot this glass. Very satisfying. If we go in here, we can actually shoot every single bottle in glass, if we so wish. Can also do this, which is very satisfying, right? We could also shoot this, drop ice all over the place. We could also shoot the ice. If we wait here in real time, the ice will melt in real time, which is wild for a PS2 game, bro. Like wild. Let's take a picture of this girl.
Good.
You'll know it's good if he says good. Get some M9 bullets here. Pretty satisfying stuff. We can also go here and shoot the magazines. But this one's definitely my favorite. Ugh. Ain't that satisfying? Gonna take a little detour right here to show off some fun stuff down here. It's not really out of the way, and it won't take too long. Let's go ahead and open this. I think I have to be a little further away for this photo to count, huh? I just recently found out about this one.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, something a lot of people know about lockers in this game. Certain lockers will be locked, but you can break them with your 3-hit combo. Do it a couple times, and the locker will actually fall. If you're standing there, it'll take you out too, which is pretty funny. Going here, we got another ration. Going here, these are some horny ass Marines. Guess when you're out and about in the ocean,
Good.
gets lonely. Okay, so if we go in here, we can actually kiss the poster, which is pretty funny. There's actually a trophy for it. It's called Otacon.
This reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake.
Fair though. Some pretty funny stuff, yeah. Okay, so we got a couple more shots. We ruined the lockers. That's about it. There's a little more dialogue that you can get in there if you so wish, but I'll leave that up to you guys. If you want to check out this game yourself. Jump over this rail. Okay, so if we hold both the triggers like this, we can do push-ups. If we do 100 push-ups, our grip level will level up. And we can hold on to it longer. We have to do 100 push-ups, and then it'll level up to grip level 2. 100 more, it'll be grip level 3.
Raven.
That's Raven from Metal Gear Solid 1. It's called Otacon.
Snake, that shadow.
It's him, no doubt about it.
But Raven was, you know, out in Shadow Moses.
I know. Maybe it's the last of his 9 lives. Or maybe his maker decided to give him another chance.
You're not serious, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Either way, we'll find out soon enough.
Snake, watch your step, okay?
Alright, here we go. It's a toy. If we shoot it, these little pellets, and go rrr, shoot it again, it'll fall over. I don't know. Don't ask me what. Can we shoot this? We can. That's awesome. That'll make the shadow go away too. I didn't even know about that. Spooky. God damn.
Good.
All these thirst pictures in this game, bro. It's kind of crazy. All right, we'll leave Raven to it.
Freeze. Move.
Person right here when you come out here. Really easy to not realize that guy's there. Let's see. We got a shot on this guy, huh? Yeah, we do. Okay, it took care of 3 right there. Wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and wait till this guy is around the corner. Jump over here. He didn't bring his contacts. So if you leave that guy conscious up there, he'll actually be looking in this direction with binoculars. And if we actually go to our camera, use the zoom function, you see what he's looking at.
Good.
So many thirst pictures. Alright, cool. A lot can go wrong in this room. Definitely. You want to leave this person like away from the door. You'll see why here in a moment.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
That'll actually lead back to the room where I broke the window and the magazines and the ice and all that stuff. So it'll kind of like open up the area. That place would have been locked if that guy wasn't around. But yeah, that's why I suggest not keeping that guy by the doorway, because he'll go and wake him up. It'll be kind of a mess. It would just take a long time for him to come over here. I love using the box. A lot of the guards will actually stop you and like look in the box.
Freeze.
So it doesn't work all the time, but when it works, it's really funny. This is gonna be our last picture that we take here. These are all optional pictures, of course, but there's like a little bit of additional dialogue that I want to show off. This one's my favorite, or one of my favorites. Pretty funny. This guy took this picture of this girl, right? He made it look like he's like next to her.
Good.
Pretty funny. Want to make sure he says good.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
The dialogue will be different if you don't have the USP at that point. If you equip the cigarettes, you could see the lines from the lasers, which is pretty funny, but your health will slowly go down, which is pretty on the nose and I like a lot. Thankfully, there's a convenient pile of flour here. If we shoot this, we could see all of the lasers. Yeah, if we had the thermal goggles at this point, then it would actually light up the things that we have to shoot, making it easier to you know, find the right area to shoot. But if you know where you're going, it's not too bad at all. The first time it's definitely very nerve-wracking, but after you've done it a couple times, it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's why when we first saw Olga, they did a close-up on her gun. Because, like, you know, people are looking for a gun at that point if you come all this way.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
All right, overside. Look at the range. What a gun, bro. Pretty wild. I love this guy. He's really funny. Dude, listening to music. This guy like falling asleep. Let's help him out. So if you're like being chased and you run into one of these, you can actually shoot this. And if guards are by that, it will like momentarily stun them so you can potentially get away. Let's go ahead and get our drugs.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
We got an unavoidable counter here. Let's go ahead and take our jugs to steady our aim. I'm gonna try using the stun grenade. It never really works out too well for me, but I'll try it. Oh yeah, that's like riding the grill, right? That should get done. No? It's kind of crazy. More dudes will show up. Yeah, they'll shoot out the lights, which is pretty cool, actually. I'm getting lit up. Grenades. Get back a little bit here. Alright, the tranquillizer kicked in. Now the three of them are going to come back to back here. Unfortunately, I missed the first one. But yeah, we can just headshot them back to back here, which is pretty funny. Alright, not the worst. Could have been better, but I'll take that. That section's pretty tough.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed.
I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
We initiated development of
All kinds of way to do this. It's actually ridiculous. If you have grip level 3, you can actually just climb around the edge over there, and it's pretty cool to see. I didn't go out of my way to level up our grip yet. I may do that. We'll see. But for now, we're just going to take a pretty standard route. A lot of Easter eggs here, too, which is a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and do a little roll. Hold X to crouch out of that. And then we have this little thing over here. Makes it very easy to get past this first section. Not a lot of people know about that. It is kind of blended into the floor. But yeah, essentially we just crawl underneath them as they're given his speech here. Yeah, there's a few rooms full of Marines. We have to get through 2, and then we'll be in the final room with the Metal Gear, and we can actually take the pictures. We can actually upload these optional pictures that we took first, and then Otacon will have something to say about them, which is a lot of fun. Let's go ahead, roll, hold X to go into a crouching position and continue onward. There's actually another one of these in this next area. You could do the same thing, but one of the soldiers will actually drop their clip into the hole, and they'll spot you if yeah, if you time it wrong.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete.
We're gonna go ahead and actually do a different way here. All right, let's go ahead and get to our box. We have to be very slow. You see this metal thing right there? If we make noise there, then a Marine will hear it and come investigate it, and it could bust us. So you want to walk really slow over this metal bit right here. Once you're there, you can just walk really fast. It looks really goofy. Walk slow there, and there you go. No problem.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Ours is not the...
Here's the computer that we can upload our pictures to. Let's do that really fast. Before we take the pictures of Metal Gear, there's a couple of Easter eggs here. The MGX, you know. I think it has to do with Police Knots, Hideo Kojima's other game. I think the name here, I believe, the login, no, not Root, it was Scott. I believe the name Scott is from Police Knots. There's also another, they're gonna flash Hideo Kojima or something here at the end. I don't really, yeah, right there. If you pause it on like frame 1, then you can see like a little Easter egg there too. pretty far out. This is like DOS-sized interface. All right, let's check this out. Let's see what Otacon has to say about these photos here. Love the sound effects.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up. Oh, this is,
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one. The next one's... More of these? Is that all you think about?
Goddamn.
Hey, what you like is your business. Just get those Metal Gear pictures. I'll just make a backup of this one. Next up is... You're on a mission here, remember? I'll just make a backup of this one. Okay, what am I seeing now? So, this explains a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with keeping it to yourself. I mean, you know, it's your life and everything. But you're going to have to take those Metal Gear photos now. The next image is... Snake, get serious, will you? We need those pictures. I'll just make a backup of this one. Okay, last one's coming up. This is hilarious! This rules. But we can't use it. Get the shots we need. I'll just make a backup of this one. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Get the prototype on camera.
Thankfully, time stops while you're doing this.
Only military project.
Pretty fun stuff, though. Okay, so the first one we can take here. Let's go ahead and get our camera. We definitely want to try to do this fast. So they're going to start moving here in a bit, if we get unlucky. Okay, we've been pretty fast. So I think we're making some pretty good time here, actually. Let's go ahead, get our box.
That they will not succeed.
I don't think you even really need the box there. I just do it just because. Because I love using it. You want to make sure you get the Marines logo. Go to our box.
Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
So he'll make everyone move with this.
Left.
Which is really stressful if you don't see it coming. And if you're out and about. Right.
Left.
Okay, so we got the pictures. We got what we need. And make him go to sleep. Just a funny little thing you could do. And that is the Hainer. Not too bad, not too bad. That went really well. Alright, let's see these pics.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next one's... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Next up is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. So, what's the last one gonna be? Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. End of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergey, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show off.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
problems. Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Guys, this is the first episode of Metal Gear Solid 2. Hope you enjoyed this extra long opening video for this. I'm going to try my best to keep these videos rather long. We have a lot of story to get through. Obviously, would really appreciate comments, likes, shares, all that good stuff for the first video. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Looking forward to showing this off. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Take care.